Hi, welcome to video lesson number 2 in this single strategy series. And I've got a highly controversial lesson to share with you today. So if you're in the box, if you like to only play cross court, if you like to play reactive tennis, then this video is not for you. Hi, this is Jeff Salzenstein, former top 100 ATP player and 2-time Stanford All-American. And today we are going to go over how you can play down the line in a very smart, safe way. Now, a lot of coaches are going to tell you not to play down the line because it's low percentage tennis. But I'm going to change all that today when I show you exactly what to do. And in the second part of this video, I'm also going to show you a specific strategy that I call the Spanish Armada. And it's something that I learned, unfortunately, through a loss that I had in the French Open qualifying back in 2004. So you're definitely going to want to watch this entire video so that you can learn about that Spanish Armada play. So let's get into this highly controversial video today so we can help you play your best tennis ever, play super smart tennis, and have more fun with your game. I'm ready to show you one of my favorite strategies that helped me go to the next level on the tour. I certainly wish I would have known about this early, but unfortunately I had a lot of traditional coaches telling me just to stay in a cross-court pattern, to not change direction and go down the line. Now, I understand that there is risk to playing down the line with your ground strokes, but with some of my tips, I hope to help you eliminate that risk so that you feel comfortable going down the line at the right time. So I'm going to show you a scenario right now where Mads and Simon are just going to stay in a cross-court rally. And let's assume that Simon has been coached to only stay in the cross-court pattern, to not change direction. Well, now he's going to be reactive because his opponent can go down the line anytime he wants and put him on the defensive. He's playing conservatively, he's playing the percentages, but at some level, it's not going to work for him if his opponent is consistent as well. All right, Mads and Simon are going to play cross-court here. This is the conservative way to play tennis. This is the percentage way to play. However, if Simon on this side is only focusing on playing cross-court, only focusing on playing high percentage traditional tennis, then he's going to get hurt with the down the line. He's going to get hurt when he's not expecting it and going to have to run across the court. So let's show that scenario right now where they're both rallying cross court. Simon's not even thinking of changing direction. He's just being steady. But he's going to get hurt with the down the line at some point in the point if he's only thinking this way. See, he was in trouble there. He was really struggling. Let's show that scenario again. Okay, because again, Simon's not really doing anything wrong here. He's playing the right way. He's playing conservative, high percentage tennis by going cross court, but he's not looking to play down the line. And I think that's a mistake, especially as you rise up the ranks and improve your level of tennis. So we're going to watch another rally here where they go cross court. Simon's not even thinking about going down the line. He's just playing steady cross court, but his opponent is, and that makes him the proactive one. He's just being conservative, and then he gets hurt. He got hurt with the down the line there. And so what we want to do is we want to turn the tables, and we want to get Simon, and we want to get you all feeling comfortable changing direction and playing down the line. We're going to keep building on that strategy of playing down the line, being more proactive with your tennis, but still playing the percentages. But before we build on it, I want to tell you a story. It's the 2004 French Open qualifying. I'm in the final round of qualifying. You know that if you followed me for any length of time, you know I was a big serve forehand guy. I wasn't a clay courter, but somehow I found myself in the final round of qualifying. The clay courts were bouncing high. I was playing aggressive tennis, and I ran up against a Spaniard by the name of Guillermo García-López. And I was playing García-López tooth and nail, very, very close, 3-all in the first set, and all of a sudden, he started changing up his pattern. And what pattern did he go with? He started playing high down the line with his forehand. And before I knew it, I lost the first set 7-5. I dropped the second set 6-love, all because he threw me off with this strategy that I wasn't expecting. So what he started doing is he started playing high down the line with his forehand. Now, as a lefty, you would think that would play right into my hands because now I'm getting a high forehand. But because the ball was so heavy, because the ball was bouncing on my shoulder, and I was several feet behind the baseline, I couldn't go offensive. And what I realized is that he was trained to play high down the line. It didn't matter if I was hitting a high forehand, or as a righty if I was hitting a high backhand. He was going to use that play, that pattern, to take control of the point. So let's go ahead and show you kind of what that might look like right now. He's going to hit the ball high down the line. It doesn't matter if it comes to my lefty forehand or to a righty's backhand. The whole goal for my opponent is to change the complexion of the point by changing direction and changing the height of the ball. And in this case, he's playing high down the line. So I'm going to hit a rally ball right now, and then my opponent is going to hit that ball high down the line. So now I'm dealing with that high ball that's up around my shoulder, and if I leave it in the middle of the court or if I leave it short, I'm going to get hurt on the next shot. And that's what happened time and time again against Guillermo García-López in the French Open. And needless to say, once he made that strategy change, I was in big trouble. And what's so interesting is that growing up in the juniors and college and even early in my pro career, no one taught me the high forehand down the line. Everyone said to play high cross court, and everyone said to play high down the middle. No one ever said to play high down the line. And I find that fascinating, but hey, guess what? You're getting the tips right now. You're getting this strategy, and you can start using it against your opponents. So now let's give you a different look where you can see the high forehand down the line being used in a point play situation. And once you see this, you're going to be able to go out on the court and use it yourself with tremendous success. Let's get into the Spanish Armada play in a point play situation. Now, I love the Spanish Armada play because when you play high down the line with your forehand, if you're playing a right-handed player, the ball is going to go high to their backhand. Even if you play a lefty, just by playing high down the line, you're changing the complexion of the point. And what I want you to avoid doing is just playing cross court over and over and over again. Because if you play 3, 4, 5, 6 balls cross court, if it's working, that's great. But most of the time, as you start to play at higher levels, your opponent is eventually going to change direction and get you on the run. And you don't want that. You want to be the one playing proactive. So instead of taking unnecessary risk and playing down the line and playing close to the sidelines or trying to hit the ball hard and missing wide or making unforced errors, you can use the Spanish Armada play, and that's the high forehand down the line. So as this point's being played, there's one forehand cross court and then one high ball down the line. Now your opponent has a choice. He can either hit he can either hit down the line or he can hit cross court. Based on that shot, now you get to be proactive with the next shot. So you're almost playing one shot ahead when you do this. And that's what I love about it. It worked so well for me later in my career when I used this high down the line ball to get ready to attack on the next shot. In this case, you can see that this ball is going to come back down the line short. So what kind of shot can you hit off of that ball? You can hit an angle. So you'll see this ball comes down the line and short, and now the angle is open. So that's a great play to go high down the line. If the ball comes back down the line, then you can hit an angle on the next shot. Now let's go watch this same play again where the Spanish Armada is used, but this time the opponent hits cross court. Let's see what happens when we use that play. Let's get into another scenario where the Spanish Armada play is being used. And this time, your opponent is going to be dealing with a high backhand back in this part of the court, and he's actually going to hit it cross court and short. The reason he's hitting it cross court and short is because you have hit an amazing high down the line forehand. So let's run this point right now and see how it's played out. So the first ball goes cross court. The second ball goes high down the line. I love that. And one of the things I love about this particular shot is that it's being hit from close to the single sideline, and the ball is actually coming back towards the middle. So there's less risk to miss this ball wide. Now from here, the ball is going to be hit cross court and it's going to land a little bit short. If you execute this shot, you can actually anticipate that the next ball is going to land short, and you can attack this ball right here. okay? So that's what I want you to be ready for. When you hit it high down the line, you might get a ball that you can attack right here. And you'll notice that you can move up into the court and you can be aggressive with your backhand. And when you do that, you're going to want to aim through the safe part of the court down the line. You don't want to play this ball close to the single sideline. So if it lands outside the tram lines, that's a mistake, and that's a good thing. If it lands in just outside, it's probably going to be a winner. So be aggressive, take that ball early, and be proactive. Move your opponent side to side. From there, you're going to get another short ball, and you can attack either forehand down the line or cross court. So that is an awesome play for you to use, the Spanish Armada play, where whether your opponent hits down the line or cross court, you can attack them on the next ball. I had a lot of fun making this video lesson for you because I feel it's so important to share with you these cutting-edge strategies that hardly anyone knows about. So now you know that you can play down the line in a smart way. You can play down the line with margin. You can play high down the line like the Spanish pro players do, and it can make a tremendous difference and help you win more tennis matches and have more fun. So in the next video, what I want to cover are 2 deadly mistakes you're probably making with your singles strategy, and we're of course going to give you the solution to that. So feel free to leave a comment below and let me know what you thought about this video, and we're going to see you at the next lesson where I show you the 2 deadly mistakes that you're making with your singles strategy and how you can fix those mistakes once and for all.